Dungeon Quest, one of Roblox's most popular RPGs in existence. Recently, the creator, VCaffey, released the game's 11th dungeon, known only as Volcanic Chambers. It is the hardest dungeon to date. Many have tried to quell the Lava King's forces, but many have fallen in his wake. This is Dungeon Quest's greatest challenge, and many are willing to answer the call to arms, to do battle with the Great King, and to bathe in magnificent loot, tales from lost lands, and above all of that, glory. Okay, that may be a little bit sensationalized, but it got the point across on how hard the new dungeon is, especially with underpowered gear. But that is not the point of this video. Today we will be talking about a few speculations on how you might one day be able to obtain the 6th rune for the Holy Excalibur. Just a quick note. This video is purely speculation and intended to get you guys thinking about the potential theories on the game's future. Nothing in this video is confirmed and should not be taken as fact. VCaffey has not confirmed anything that this video is talking about. However, if you have a theory and you think the community would enjoy it, please do not forget to drop it down in the comments below. Now, let's get on with the video. Theory 1. The player versus player rune. For those that are new to the game, allow me to explain what player versus player was. Player versus player, or PvP for short, was a game mode that was announced on March 21st, 2020. VCaffey, who I from now on will call Vinny, announced that the mode would be added to Dungeon Quest sometime in the future. It was to have 4 classes in the mode: Warrior, Mage, Archer, and Paladin. There were a few tests that opened to the public for testing to test out the mechanics and see if it works like it was supposed to. And before you ask, yes, I played most of the tests. Unfortunately though, Vinny announced that the mode would be its own separate game and not a feature of Dungeon Quest, as it was starting to drift off more and more from the feel of Dungeon Quest. So, if the creator confirmed that the mode was not going to be part of the main game, why would I make a connection? Well, it's quite simple actually. Allow me to explain. While PvP will be its own game and will not be included exclusively, let me ask you this. What's stopping Vinny from making a teleport portal that links the two? Maybe he could even have it so you have to get 100 PvP kills to obtain the rune. Or maybe even win 50 matches. Or maybe even win a game with every class. I don't know about you, but this actually makes sense for him to do, as it would be a great incentive to get players to play his new game. I mean, it's what I would do if I were to make a game. Before we go on to the next theory, if you are enjoying this video so far, make sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe. I also stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday over on Twitch. Drop me a follow, and I hope to see you there, or even in-game. Now, on to the next theory. Theory 2. The Wave Defense rune. Real quick, Wave Defense was a mode that was added May 26th, 2019. It allowed players to fight mobs and bosses from a specific dungeon of their choosing, for as long as they could fight for. There are also a numerous amount of titles that you can obtain, with those specific waves being 30, 45, 100, and 300. However, the mode is only available from Desert Temple, which for all you newcomers is the 1st dungeon, all the way up to Canals, which is the 7th dungeon. It allowed for some really good early game progression, and even helped me get up to the level that I am now. And before you ask, yes, I also obtained all of the wave defense titles. Interesting fact, this was the very first, quote, side mode, unquote, that was added to the game. Some players loved this mode, others hated it. How about this? Could you perhaps have to obtain the Wave 300 title on all dungeons to get the 6th rune? Maybe you have to get a specific currency from the mode. How about you have to reach Wave 500 in any wave defense session? I'll let you guys be the judge on this matter. Unfortunately, it does not look as if Vinny will be updating the mode anytime soon, due to the community and the fact that the feedback has been mostly negative towards this mode. So, this theory is highly unlikely. However, I could be wrong. Maybe Vinny is trying to bring back wave defense back to Dungeon Quest in a different way than before. Only time will tell. Theory 3. The Legendary Rune. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I was kinda hesitant on including this one, as it could potentially be as hard, if not, then significantly harder than the Determined Rune. Now, as you probably have guessed from what I've nicknamed this rune, you probably could guess what it's probably going to cover. Now, I myself have personally had some pretty good luck and RNG on obtaining legendary weapons, so I could safely say that I would be okay. Others, though, not so much. However, who knows? Think about this. Maybe you have to have it, so you get a rune once you have 10 legends in your inventory at any one time. Or maybe you have to get 10 legends drop under your account. Maybe give 5 legends to another player? Maybe obtain all possible legendaries? I don't know. Either way, I hope this is not what Vinny decides he is going to do, as it could be way too easy either way. So Vinny, if you are watching, best to avoid this one. Savvy? Theory 4. The Overlord Rune, because I could not think of another name to call this rune. Okay, due to the dungeon, volcanic chambers requiring a level minimum of level 150, 155 for Nightmare, and the addition of XP boosters, we are bound to see some insanely high-leveled players that grinded legitimately. Now, the highest level player that has earned their level legitimately, that I could also find info on, was level 192. That is insane. Do you think that it would be possible, though, to see level 200 players? Hey, that actually leads me on into the theory. What if he made it so you must reach level 200 before obtaining the rune? This is the one that I could actually see Vinny adding, as reaching level 200, at least as of right now, is a feat of commitment, patience, and effort, all by itself. Especially now. I did some math and tried to estimate how long it would take to reach level 200 from my current level of level 162. And I came out with a whopping 33 days straight of grinding. Now that is crazy. Could you grind for a grand total of 33 days? Straight even? I couldn't, and I'm not going to anytime soon, if at all. Alright, that is all I have for you today. I do want to give you a question to think about, and the best theories will be featured in the next video, so make sure to leave them down in the comments. If you were to add the last rune, how would you add it? And why? Okay, make sure to like, comment, subscribe for more content similar to this, and also make sure to follow me on Twitch. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Thanks for watching, and remember, don't get salty, you.